Day 61 of NoFap. Yeah, bro. No relapses today either. I did have some urges this morning, to be honest. I was kind of, fucking my blanket a bit, if you know what that means, like fucking your bed sheets, which is unacceptable, of course. Like I had a morning wood and shit. Lost quite a lot of sleep last night and shit. It was annoying. I fell asleep pretty easily in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes probably. But then at like 9 p.m. roughly. But then at like 11:30, I woke up and I couldn't sleep for like hours, and it was fucking annoying as shit. So that's one of the biggest things that I'm working on right now, just fixing my sleep because I'm very much into weightlifting and that kind of stuff at the moment. So I want to get that nailed. And of course, I'm gonna be working on my meditative skills as well. So, like, I'm not gonna be thinking about, or at least I'm gonna do my best, or what's required rather, to not think about sexual stuff in bed, particularly because that's pretty much the only environment these days where I have any sorts of urges. And so I'm gonna be doing that as well. Yeah, man, it was annoying. Like, yeah, like I just woke up at like 8, 9 roughly. I should have just gotten out of bed, but instead I kind of like indulged in the fucking sexual fantasies. It's disgraceful, of course. Like I'm embarrassed to say that, but I have to tell the truth on camera, and so I'm gonna be working on that. Um, and I have been a lot, and I've made great progress so far. So yeah, man, let's keep going with that. And then I woke up. I did my morning routine. I got my morning sunlight. I hopped into a cold shower. I got my clothes on. Um, went and did some side jumps, some plyometrics at like a local track field, like around the football pitch where you can race and stuff. And I do that because I'm also doing like a lot of height maxing at the moment. Because while I can, because I'm 17 years old, right? So I may as well maximize my height while I still can. If I'm gonna throw myself into a season of weightlifting, where a lot of the stuff is gonna be focused on optimizing things like testosterone and sleep and recovery and getting all your macros and your micros in and all the protein and all that stuff. And so I realized that weightlifting and height maxing, at least for me, is like they're very overlapping, and there are a lot of like adjacencies or whatever you want to call it there. And so yeah, man, I'm doing that as well. And my side jumps is kind of, it's a type of jumping exercise when you got pretty much stiff legs, and then you just try to jump as high up in the air as possible. And they're supposed to create micro fractures in your bones, in your tibia, which is your calf bone, specifically, which if you have the right micronutrient intake, like you ingest a lot of calcium and you get a lot of vitamin D3, like I am getting right now with the sun being up, and vitamin K2 and that kind of stuff, it can elongate your bones, which basically means you can get taller. And so yeah, I'm doing that as well. I'm doing that a couple of times a week because you don't really want to be doing that shit every day because it's relatively demanding. And the thing that you want with this exercise, at least as I understand it, is impact. And so you don't really want to be doing like 1,000 mediocre jumps. You want to be doing like maybe 15, 20, 25 per set, but of really high impact, and then do that a couple of times. And so then, yeah, I'm doing plyometrics, that kind of stuff. I'm doing sprinting as well. And yeah, but today I didn't do any sprints. I'm doing like 2, 3 sprints a week, or sprint sessions rather, and they're spread out throughout the week. So I'm not doing it every day because they're also relatively demanding, and you want a lot of impact. You want intensity rather than just volume, right? And the same with the side jumps. You don't want to get like what do they call, like shin splits or shin splints, whatever, and that kind of stuff. You don't want to get that really. And so I'm doing these 2, 3 times a week, both of them, or two times a week. But I'm upgrading to 3 times a week. I think at least for the sprints. We'll see how I do with the side jumps. But yeah, man, that's what I did. And then I went home and I ate eggs and what else, like meat, some pork tenderloin, and some what else did I eat? Some other stuff. And then I went to the gym. I ate some fruit as well. I ate some apples, that kind of stuff. And then I went to the gym and I did like a push workout for my chest and my triceps and my shoulders. And then I went to like a different part of the sort of near the track, like the field where I did my side jumps, but not exactly there, but more to like a big meadow near a lake. It's a nice it's a lovely place, and there's like an outdoors gym there. And I did some spinal decompression exercises. So basically, you just hang from a bar and let your spine elongate and decompress. Because when you're sitting down all the time, like most of us motherfuckers are, or at least I'm trying to not do that too much. It kind of compresses your spine, and you basically get shorter because of that. And so, spinal decompression is one of the things that I do as well. So I just hang from a bar. I do 10 minutes or 11 minutes to be exact of effective time per day, and I just came back home from that. And now after this, I'm gonna do some stretching, which is also gonna be good for height maxing, primarily for my lower body and back and like my abs because they're the biggest muscles, but also some for my shoulders and my chest and my arms and that kind of stuff. So yeah, man, looking forward to doing that. And yeah, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in my room with like basically zero lighting apart from a little bedside table lamp, on like which I'm gonna set to very like a very dim lighting to ensure that I don't spend a lot of time in bed awake, which I have done historically a lot. It's been one of my main struggles here on like self improvement over these past couple of years. And yeah, man, I just don't. Sometimes it's just super hard for me to actually fall asleep when I'm in bed, as well as to stay asleep, which, yeah, it's definitely one of my bigger priorities at the moment. So I'm going to be doing that, doing some reading as well, maybe listening to some podcasts, relaxing, unwinding, that kind of stuff. And then at about 9 p.m., maybe 8:40, 8:45, something like that, I'm out. And yeah, man, it's time to rest and recover for the upcoming day because the battle will be long, as they are every single day these days. But I'm loving it. Yeah, bro. I will catch you in the next one, bro. See you.